Go. I'm recording. Go. Oh, shoot. What do we do? What do we do after I hit record?
What the f...
That's good enough. I am Oreo.
Hey, I'm Q-Stick.
Welcome to Pigs Pod, where we talk about, Halo and gaming and mostly Destiny lately, though.
Well, it's about the only thing that's worth playing right now.
Well, yeah. And we are a gaming podcast, and we're trying to focus on the good stuff. And right now, Destiny is a good game.
Or at least the stuff that works.
So kind of the point behind today's episode is I thought, I'm calling the episode Fast Track to Fun. Ba-da-ba-boo.
Okay.
Because there's so many people talking trash on Destiny out there right now. How, and we'll get to it, they're stealing game types, which they aren't. And even the idiots that are calling them stealing game types are quoting the wrong game types that they're stealing. And we'll get to that. Saying that it's the same thing over and over again, which, yeah, kind of. We'll get to that too. How it's not fun, it sucks, which it definitely does if you're not above level 20 yet. And that's basically what we're going to talk about today, is how to get to level 20 so that you can enjoy Destiny. Because I'm not going to lie, doing the story missions the first time through are okay, but the way... Now, this is a huge thing people say is Destiny doesn't have a story, but it does. But they didn't, throw it in your face. And a lot of people miss it. So a lot of people, your first time through the story, you think, this game sucks. There's no story. I'm not really having that much fun yet. It's just any old shooter. And so that's kind of what we're here for today, is to bring people over. I mean, we've already brought so many people over to Destiny.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Real Mystery's getting it.
Yeah, I got. We're supposed to. I don't know if I told you this or not. I don't think I have. But when we finish up the episode, we need to jump on for a few minutes and hang out, because he just finally finished the campaign today. And he's like,
sweet.
And he's like, okay, so what do I do now? I'm like, well,
now
okay,
you play the game.
I was like, yeah. Basically, the way this works is the campaign is really just the tutorial for the rest of the game.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm like, your number one goal right now is you're shooting for 25 at the minimum, so we can drag him through Vault of Glass.
Yeah, Vault of Glass.
And get him some gear, and then, start working on and get him to Crota, and then, get him leveled up so we can do shit in House of Wolves.
Exactly. So, here's the deal, pretty much. Like he was saying, kind of like level 20. All the way 1 through 19 are a whole different game. It's like you said, that's the tutorial for the rest of the game. It's Destiny Junior Edition, pretty much. You can't do shit.
It's Destiny Light.
Yeah, it's Destiny Light. You can't do anything. You don't have any of the cool weapons. You don't have any of the cool gear. You don't even understand how the game works, unless it's your second or third character. But I'm talking on your first character, your first run through the story. You're missing all the story. You have no idea what's going on. It's switching too fast from the Fallen to, I think you go Hive next, and then you go to the Vex, and then you go to the Cabal, and you don't know anything about any of them. And it doesn't tell you, hey, if you just go read the Grimoire cards, you would know what's going on and who's who. You don't know any of the legendary Guardians. You don't really, I think it barely explains at the beginning, what the difference between a Titan is, a Hunter, and a Warlock.
Yeah, you get kind of a really, really... Yeah, I mean, you don't really... The only really explanation that you get is when you're choosing your class, when you're setting up the character.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you don't... It doesn't... The Destiny as a game out of the box, that you're going to sit down and play, no, it doesn't have a very strong storyline that you can immediately see. Now, what they want you to do is they want you to go over and get this app, or they want you to go to this website, and I mean, it's all an effort to sell, to sell ads and to get you to traffic to other websites. It's no fucking different than what Halo has done for their work in getting people to go to Hunt the Truth and all the other stuff that they've done.
Yeah,
it's no different.
It's different than Battlefield and Call of Duty though, because they just want you to give them another $50 immediately to get the rest of their fucking game. when you
Well,
buy
they
the
want you.
elite and the special passes to get the rest of the game and the rest of the map packs and shit. But we won't even go there. We won't even touch those.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not even going to talk about spending $110 to get a game.
no, to buy an incomplete game.
Okay, so basically, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to talk about all that first stuff and mention how you can get to level 20, like, within a day, like 6 to 8 hours. Just run through the story missions. Just go through it in order. When you first go to the tower, what do you do at first? It lets you go to the tower for a second? No, you play the first mission. Just beat the first mission, and you're like, wow, I'm alive now. How was I dead? Now this weird floating thing, Peter Dinklage found me, and now he's helping me wander around. And you're confused because Game of Thrones is big, and you're like, why is Peter Dinklage here? But just play it. Don't even think about anything, and just get to level 4 as fast as you. Don't do anything. Just play the game and shoot stuff. Don't buy anything. Don't look at your equipment. You're wasting your time, and you're gonna get bored really fast. Just shoot at shit for a minute. Just as fast as you can, get to level 4, and then what you're gonna do is go to orbit, go to your destinations, and go to the tower, because at level 4 you can get bounties. And then this is where you're like, oh, okay, now there's something to do in the game. I can get bounties. I have to get like 50 headshots, or I have to get 30 melee kills without dying, or whatever. And then concentrate on doing those and just keep doing the story. Just run through it. Pay attention as close as you can. I mean, honestly, it doesn't explain much in the first playthrough. And you're never going to get it your first playthrough. You're going to get it when you have to go back and do some of those story missions again, which you don't have to go back and do all of them, but just keep playing, keep gunning out, and do bounties. Do all the bounties you can and keep playing. In that first day, you should easily be able to get to like 15. I mean, depending how long you have. If you have a full 8 hours and you finish all the bounties it lets you do, I'm trying to think when the bounties upgrade, because at level 4 you only have access to 3 bounties. When does it let you get all 6 bounties?
You don't hit all six bounties until you're at least somewhere around 14, 15, 16,
Yeah,
something like that.
14 or 15. So hit level 4, grab the first 3 bounties, and bounties reset twice a day, so don't even worry about going back and doing anything with them. Just finish those and just keep going. Don't even worry about going back and turning them in yet. I want to say it's 12, but maybe it's 15. Just get to 15. Go turn them in, grab the other 3 bounties, go do those, and you'll be to level 20 in like 6-8 hours. And now it's going to feel like you're already grinding, and you're going to be in Destiny groove. You're going to be in Destiny grind heaven. You're going to be used to grinding. And then when you hit 20, then the real game begins. And now you can finally play the game. And I know you're thinking like, well, I don't want to have to play a game for 8 hours before I can even play the game. But if it was on the other hand, if there was a game that just had 8 hours, you'd be bitching the other way. I only got to play 8 hours of this game. It's over. And that's the cool thing about Destiny. That's why we're having so much fun with it. It's because it really is endless.
Well, the people that bitch about, saying, oh, well, I've got to sit there and grind and do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Okay, let's look at Halo 4. All right, Halo 4's campaign had, I don't know what, maybe 8 hours of gameplay. Okay, after 8 hours, guess what you're doing? You're playing a multiplayer where you kill Spartans on 4 maps.
Yeah, over and over and over again.
Over and over and over again. And the way their system's set up is you have to grind through the first 50 ranks before you can even really start opening up any of the cool, what do they call them, where you could do the different classes, where you could, pioneer and all that. You had to get to level 50 before you can even do that.
Now here's one thing that Halo 4 did kind of do, which a lot of people bitched about, is the reason they did that you just said, where you kind of unlock stuff, is because if they didn't, from the very first game to the last game would be the exact same thing, and there would be no variety. The only variety, or the only fun you would even get out of it, is if you're playing with friends. And that's what made Halo 2 and Halo 3 great, is playing with friends. But it's never different. They don't change anything. Halo 4, you at least unlock new perks, new weapons, new shit you can use. And a lot of people bitch that, oh, I don't want this. I just want my basic game. Okay, well, just play your basic game then, I guess.
Well, and the thing of it is too that really got me is, you know, basically I don't enjoy playing Destiny unless I'm playing with friends. I mean, I'll sit and I'll grind through what I got to do to get my stuff done, but realistically, I would much rather, I play Destiny because there's people I want to play with. I want to game with Oreo. I want to game with people like Mystery. I have Switch Jackson that, he's a really good friend of mine, and that's one of the reasons why I got into this game was because I wanted to play. I wanted a game with two people. I wanted a game with Switch Jackson, and I wanted to game with Oreo, and that's what got me into playing the game. But all of a sudden, you finish and you grind through that 8 hours. Don't grind through it alone. Have a buddy that's already played. Grind through it with you. If not, find somebody. I mean, there's the
Yeah.
Destiny LFG. There's the Facebook page. For the Destiny.
Ideally, have somebody above a level 20 help you for this first story missions, and then it won't piss you off because you'll beat it easily. You'll breeze right through it.
The only downside is if you breeze through it, by yourself, I mean, with somebody else, you won't stick around to do stuff like the patrols and stuff. Because one of the things I've noticed is when you finish the Earth missions, you get the ability to do the Earth patrol.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just skip the Earth patrol and go on to the moon. And the same thing at the moon, same thing at Mars, and same thing at Venus, or Mars and Venus. And the problem is when you finish the campaign at that point, you're only about at level 17, and the game really doesn't start kicking until level 20.
Yeah.
So you have to go back and regrind through those. Patrols.
Yeah, do the patrols in order while you're on that place, and just look around. Like the maps or the planets are a lot bigger than you think, especially if you count underground areas. Planets
absolutely.
Are huge. So just explore. And this is going to blow your mind the first time you play Destiny and you're just driving around, especially on the moon. The first time I played the moon, and when you start going in and in and in, and it like blows your mind how big the moon really is.
Now, the map is gigantic.
Yeah.
When you really look at all that's possible in just that area.
Yeah.
And at any time, you can just, on the majority of the maps, at the majority of the missions, at any time, you can just go off to another area. Like, when you load into an area, you load into the entire map.
Yeah.
You can, if you really wanted to, you could leave, say, out of one of the raids and just go elsewhere.
Yeah, you can do whatever
or if
you
you're
want.
and if you're on a patrol, you can go up to where you go into the raid for like say on Venus. You can go into the area where you do the raid for Vault of Glass.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's huge, and you can do all that stuff.
Just do it. Just get to level 20, and then you'll see. Oh, this is what Destiny. I remember when I first started playing Destiny, and I have a buddy who, an old pro gaming buddy that I used to play Halo with nonstop all the time. And this is how Halo was fun, because him and I were really good, and it's fun destroying noobs, and that's why Halo was fun. But when you get a game like Destiny, that everyone bitches that it's repetitive, but it's not. And here's why: because he's all just get to level 20, and then hit me up, and I'll play with you, and I'll show you why this game is awesome. And so I got to level 20. I wasted a lot of time, and I wasted a lot of materials. Your Spirit Bloom, your Relic Iron, your Helium, all that stuff, don't waste it until you're level 20. Don't buy or upgrade anything. It's going to pop up all the time, be like, oh, you got an upgrade, you got an upgrade. Don't upgrade anything except your class. Whatever class you are, if you're a hunter, you're a blade dancer, you have golden gun, or you're a warlock, voidwalker, whatever, your class items up on the top left of your character, when that comes up, upgrade those, because those don't cost anything. But don't spend glimmer or any materials. Don't spend anything till you're level 20. And then when you get to level 20, what you want to do is join a faction. Now, whether it's New Monarchy or Dead Orbit, I'm a Dead Orbit guy.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know how you are. Or Future War Cult, or some of the new factions that are coming. Q's obviously a New Monarchy guy.
The only faction.
Join a faction when you get to level 20. And
join New Monarchy when you get to level 20.
Join Dead Orbit.
We need to get into a
we have
a
milk
faction
and cookies.
lore one night.
Yeah, we should. We will. We'll do a faction lore. I'll cover Dead Orbit, and Q can ramble on whatever the fuck New Monarchy does.
Let's see.
Pretty
Dead
sure
Orbit, the
they're
only thing
the
worth getting out of
religious.
Dead Orbit.
Yeah.
The only thing worth getting out of Dead Orbit's the shader, the black white shader. Oh, it looks so good. Like that's where I'm headed next after I get the
I don't
get the
know
raid
when you
ship
get
and the
that. I
shader.
think it randomly drops.
Yeah, it randomly drops sometime after level 5.
I seen one guy get it the other day, but he's level 22 in Dead Orbit, so
Yeah, it's a random drop, and you got to be there for a while.
yeah.
It's just like the shader in New Monarchy. I mean, I'm staying in New Monarchy for the ship because the ship's fucking cool. As soon as I get the ship, I'm leaving and going to Dead Orbit so I can get the shader.
Yeah, so here's talking about ships and shaders and weapons. So here's all the stuff you have in Destiny. There's like a million different currencies that you have to build up and grind and get to upgrade your gear. But there's literally, I don't even know, like a billion possibilities of what you can make your character. The gear you can get, the shaders you can use, which shaders alter the colors and the look of your gear. So even though if you're wearing the same exact stuff as somebody else, it could look different if you're wearing a different shader. The weapons, because there's not just shotguns and snipers and rockets. There's shotguns and snipers and rockets and pulse rifles and stuff. And each one of them does something different. It shoots faster, or it has a perk where, like one of my favorite, the Meta multi-tool, your radar stays active while you're zoomed in. And so this is what you start working towards once you hit level 20, and this is what makes the game not repetitive, because as you unlock this new stuff, it's fun to play again. It's fun to, oh, finally I got a good weapon, or finally I got this gear that makes my grenades respawn like all the time, or my melee is super fast and my guy has amazing agility and I can just sprint circles around other guys that are just slow. Like this is what you play for when you reach level 20, all the way up to like level 25, 26, and then you play the raids. And this is where it gets pretty fun, depending who you play with. I mean, the raids are really the fun the first time you play it, and you play it for like 4 or 5 hours trying to figure it out, and you die a bunch, and you eventually get it, and then it becomes a thing you do every week for 20 minutes, and you just cheat.
Well, honestly, one of the things I like the most about doing the raids, especially with the group that we raid with on a weekly basis, is we're slowly working towards a point where we can play the entire raid and none of us have to say a word about what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody knows where they're going, everybody knows what they're doing, and it's just you do it. And that's really cool, where you have 6 people that, I'm good friends with Switch Jackson, and Jackson is good friends with Riker, and I'm honestly I've been friends with Ghoul for a while, but we've never met face to face, and you and I are good friends, and we all kind of know what we're doing.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're and we're working towards that. Well,
okay, sometimes
it can be, but it's just that's one of the things I like the most about doing the raids, is when you have 6 guys working together, and we're like, no problem.
And then it's fun because we just make fun of each other. Like whoever dies first, make fun of it. That's when it becomes the social thing.
Yeah.
But you have to get up to level 26 to enjoy that part. And then you work your way up to like level 30, level 32, when you can actually play Crucible. Because, here's what I don't like about Crucible. It does level out damages and defense and all that stuff, but it doesn't level out the perks. And the higher gear and the higher weapons, the better stuff has such better perks, it's not even close. So, yeah, you'll be able to kill somebody as fast, but the extra perks that they have on their weapon, it's not going to happen. It's like loading up Battlefield and you're playing a guy that's prestiged himself 4 times and you're brand new. You don't have any scopes. You don't have anything. It's the same thing in Destiny. You got to unlock the better scopes, the better weapons, the better perks, better gear. That's the cool thing I like about Destiny, though, is you have the gear and the weapons, and you have a very specific playstyle. You have 6 different subclasses that you can get into. You got the Blade Dancer, the Golden Gun, the Striker, the Defender, Titan, the Voidwalker, and the Sunsinger. Did I get them all?
I think so.
Yeah, so you have 6 different play styles that you can get into. There's pretty much 3. Well, really, there's 4 and 2. 4 aggressive and 2 more defensive types, in my opinion. That's how I see
Yeah.
it. Because Golden Gun and Blade Slinger are both pretty aggressive. They're not really either defensive. But so then you get into that, and then you get into your weapons, and then you get into your, so you can like dial in your guy specifically to how you want to play. You know, you like grenades, or you like shotguns, or you like snipe. Me, I have everything for snipe and blade dancing. All my gear is for that, and so it's fun for me to play because my guy's a beast at how I play, and that's what Destiny becomes, is you grinding, trying to forge your perfect character that's perfect for you, and then on the way you know you get better and better, and then you just have fun just shitting on kids in Iron Banner.
Yeah. Oh, lots of yes.
Oh yes, oh yes. Drink the vodka, play the Iron Banner. I don't know if that was supposed to be
I cannot
German
wait
or
for that.
Mexican or what.
I can't wait for fucking Iron Banner, man.
Oh, you gotta wait till it comes back.
Ugh.
Comes once a month. So Iron Banner is one
I
thing
know.
you definitely have to play in, and you're like, oh, why do I have to play in Iron Banner? Iron Banner is it doesn't level off your defenses or your weapon stats or anything. What you have is what you get, and you go in. It's the same with Trials of Osiris, which is coming up. It's not out yet. May 19th. No, it's not out May 19th. House of Wolves is out May 19th, but
Yeah, there you go.
Trials of Osiris is
Comes out that
22nd.
Friday.
Friday is 22nd, which that's pretty much what I've been grinding towards, playing the new Trials of Osiris. So, shoot, what? That was like 25 minutes of trying to explain why Destiny doesn't suck. It's a good game. It is. If you just have to give it a chance, and if you give it a chance, because I remember Q like 6 months ago said, no, I don't want. I think he knew in his mind though, if he gave it a chance, he would like it.
That's
And then
100% the reason why I was.
And then
I was not.
you would be sucked in, and you'd have to play it every day.
And I do. The fact that I haven't played today has bothered me.
Yeah, I haven't played today either.
That's why I'm like, all right, so we got another half hour. Let's get through the episode. Let's blather on about Destiny because I really do fucking enjoy it.
Yeah,
And then
I'll go
I'm
play
literally
it.
just going to spin around in my chair and start playing Destiny.
Sweet, let's do it. So I don't know how else to explain it. It's a good game. If you don't like multiplayer, there's so much to do in single player.
Yeah,
There's so
there
much
really
to
is.
explore. There's so many, especially if they're bringing back the Queen's Wrath and the Queen's Quests. And I heard they are, but I'm not sure if it comes in House of Wolves or later on.
I would say it's probably going to come with House of Wolves simply because
I know I've seen
You know-
her on the what's the new place called?
the Reef.
Yeah, I've seen her on the Reef, so I assume. I don't know.
Yeah, this is where your stuff's going to come from. And she's going to come back, and that might be where legendary bounties come from now. Or some form of legendary bounty. It's going to be essentially a Queen's Wrath bounty. So that I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Trials. Oh my god! Like I am creaming so hard waiting on doing Trials just because I really like the concept of the way they're going to run this multiplayer. I mean, they're going to run it as a exclusive team based, zero matchmaking on your team. Bring your own team style gameplay. They match you up against your opponents, and that's it. And 5 round or a race to 5 wins. Single elimination stuff. I mean, it's just fucking.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, this is. I'm going to lay out a prediction now. Is in the next 2 years, you are going to see some form of MLG on Destiny.
Yeah,
it-
it depends if they embrace private matches or not, which a lot of people have been asking for, and I think they've just been trying to tweak and work everything out and dial it in, and then they'll do it. Because, like I said, there's a billion combinations in Destiny, as opposed to like Call of Duty. There's like, I don't know, 100, 120. There's too many. It's too hard to dial it in and make it perfect.
Yeah, I really think that a lot of the private stuff is going to come down the road. Probably by the end of the year, we'll have the opportunity to do some type of, private custom game stuff where you take your own 3v3 or your own 6v6 custom stuff. You choose the maps, you choose the game type, and it's completely unranked.
Yeah.
You get 0 rep for it.
Yeah.
It's just, and at that point, when that happens, MLG jumps on Destiny and it gets fucking insane serious.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait for that.
It's insanely competitive. This is the other cool thing about Destiny. At least, I don't know, because I've played a lot of games competitively, online game battles. I've been to a lot of events for Halo. I don't think I've been to any events for anything else. But one thing about Destiny is no matter what level of player you are, like I said earlier, there's something for you. There's something for you play multiplayer wise. There's something for you PvE wise, where you're just playing against the computer. No matter what level you are, even if you're a super high level and you don't like multiplayer, like Switch, he hates Crucible, but he's a really good player. I don't know why he hates Crucible. I think he just because he hasn't played with us, where he's winning every game. I think that's what it is.
Well, he's never been kind of a PvP style player. He's always kind of like the
fun,
PvE
though.
stuff.
He just doesn't know what it's like to shit on people.
It'll come though. I definitely think when Trials really starts kicking and the TNG cheese lords, we start rotating through our stock of players for Trials. I think he's going to throw his hat into the ring because I know Riker wants to get in.
Yeah.
Ghoul's in. We'll have Mystery loaded up and ranked up pretty soon, so he'll be able to get in on it. And we'll just start rotating through our stash of players, and we're just going to wreck and just shit on people.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of shitting on that we did in Iron Banner, we're going to shit on people.
And Iron Banner is normally people that play all the time. People that are super high level.
Players.
Well, they're not all extremely good at multiplayer, but they're all pretty good at Destiny.
Yeah, they understand the concept of the games, and they're in there for they're in there fighting for the really cool equipment, the gear, the weapons, all the perks that come out of doing something like that. They're in there fighting for it. I mean, and that's what really makes it cool because even if you think about it from a lore standpoint, that's what Iron Banner was for. It was for Guardians to prove themselves and in battle, to be able to defend the last bastion of humanity, and that's what we're doing. It's kind of like how you had training in Halo 4 for like the multiplayer was just nothing but combat simulators. Well, that's essentially what's going on in the Crucible, the PvP, Iron Banner trial stuff is proving yourself worthy to do battle for the sake of humanity. So it's just it's just so good, and it's just gonna keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a really big expansion for Destiny.
Oh yeah.
A whole lot of new stuff is going to get opened up.
We should talk about the specifics while we're here. We should cover Trials real quick. I assume most people listening already know what it is, but
if not, Trials is going to be the new multiplayer PvP. It's going to be a 3v3 style format, where in other forms of PvP, if you die, you have to respawn. You have a respawn time. You auto respawn, whatever. In this, the only way to respawn is for them to actually pick you up, like they do in some of the 6v6 stuff on the Crucible and stuff that you see in the PvE. And what they're going to do is you have a race to 5 wins, 3 versus 3, and the first team to kill all 3 of their opponents wins that round. And what you're going to do is when you win, you move on and you gain more rep. Once you lose, you get basically single elimination. You're kicked out of the game, and you have to buy a ticket to get back into the trials. It's it's very centered around the fact that you have to win. There's no two ways about it. You have to bring your A game to do well in this. And the further along you go, the more experience you get, and the better opportunity for really fucking cool gear. And that's the whole purpose behind doing trials, is getting the gear, getting the weapons, and getting that experience for ranking up.
Yeah. So you have to be good. This is going to be the most hardcore playlist there is yet, because you have to win. Like it's only available every Friday to like Tuesday at midnight, and you basically buy like a ticket. And like Q said, when you lose more than 3 times on your ticket's void and you can't join the playlist anymore. And I'm not sure what currency they're going to use as of yet, but some kind of currency you use to go buy another ticket, and you start your wins and losses all the way over. You start your punch card all the way over, basically. And to get all the best gear for that weekend, I think it's going to be like Iron Banner, except Iron Banner is like a once a month thing. This one will be once a week. It'll be different gear every week. So like if you see like a gun you want or a specific helmet or something and you really want it, you're probably going to have to win all 9 times without losing more than 3 times on that card while you're trying to get to 9. And it's not as bad as it sounds. You have some, I call them forgivables. I forget what they call them.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them. There's one, there's 3 things you can buy from what's his name? Brother Vance, the Trials of Osiris guy. He's got 3 things you can buy for him that help out on your punch ticket, basically, for Trials. One of them gives you a free win right off the bat. So right off the bat, your ticket starts with 1 win, and you haven't played any games yet. Another one is forgive a loss. And then I forget what the third one is. What is the third one?
I don't know. I didn't realize there was a third one.
I think the third one is also another free win, but it's not right away. I think it says your first win counts as 2 wins.
Yeah.
So basically, if you buy those two, and you win 1 game, you have 3 wins on your card already. So you're already a third of the way there. So it's not going to be that bad. It's just like you said, there are no respawns. You have to revive your teammates, and it's first to 5. And one thing you didn't say, Q, and I don't know if you knew this. I think you did. You watched the live stream, but the game lasts 2 minutes, and if nobody has killed all 3 members on the other team by the end of that 2 minutes, it goes into what's called a sudden death, and a flag will pop up in the middle of the map, and the first team to capture that flag, no matter how many players are alive on their team, they win the match. So even if it's a 1 versus 3, and that one guy can somehow pull it out that he's still alive and captures the flag before the other 3 kill him, their team will win. So, but it basically forces you, no game will ever last more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds per round.
That's so good. So that means that your maximum gameplay for 1 match is going to be about 20 minutes.
Yeah, for the whole thing, all the way. Even if you go to 4v4 and you have to play 9th round.
Yeah, that's if you take it to the max, and you take it to the rubber match. It's what it is. You're going to play about 20 minutes. But I mean, a lot of your games are going to be, 10, 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
And that's not bad, because, like we're saying, the whole objective is to score as many wins. The absolute best situation is where you jump in, you get your 9 wins, no losses, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And you get whatever helmet you want, or whatever gun you're looking for, or whatever armor or perk or whatever it is that you're looking for. You jump in there, 9 wins, less than 3 losses, you're fucking golden.
You're good to go.
And you're good to go. And then you're done for the week. You can keep doing it to get other stuff, but I mean, basically you need to get those 9 wins. So the people you're going to see the best of the Destiny players show up and want to throw down and play this.
Yeah.
So
now, 2 things I wanted to mention. One thing at first that I hated, but the more I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of excited about, is every week, whatever the map is for that week, it's going to be that map the entire weekend, from Friday all the way through the Tuesday reset. So if it's Mystery just followed.
Oh shit! I just got that email too.
What's up, Mystery? So like if it's on, let's say, the Shrine map for that Friday, it's going to be that map every game you play for the whole weekend. No matter how many tickets you buy, no matter how many times you have to go back into the playlist, it's going to be that map. So, and at first I was like, oh man, I don't want to play the same map over and over and over again. But this is really going to drill that map into your head, and you're going to figure out the perfect strategies on those maps, especially for 3v3 games. You're going to know right where to go. You're going to know, all right, these 2 guys go that way over to that direction. This guy goes over here. Or all 3 of us go here, or I'll rush middle. You're going to get really good at playing that map.
Yeah, and I mean it's in by the by the time like Sunday Monday rolls around, there are going to be some people that are going to be absolute beasts
Yeah.
on that on that map because they're going to know it so well.
I wonder if you can keep playing after you've reached 9 wins.
Oh yeah, you just buy another ticket and keep going, from what I understand.
Yeah, I wonder. Oh, I'm not sure if they covered this specifically either. I think per ticket you can buy each item once, right? So like if there's an auto rifle you really liked, I think you have to buy another ticket and start over and try to reach all the way to 9 wins again, and then you can buy that auto rifle again.
Yeah, you buy one ticket, and that ticket will be your ticket to pick up whatever piece of gear that you want once you get the amount of wins that are necessary. Because I think, certain pieces of armor are, 3 wins, and you have some that are 6 wins, and then you have some and then you have 9 wins.
But not just one item, one of each item, all the way up to 9 wins. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So you can punch that ticket for that really cool helmet that you need or want, and then then you jump back in and you go 9 wins, less than 3 losses, and you pick up that assault rifle that you want. So
it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for trials.
Yeah, I'm nerding so hard for it.
I had to play Iron Banner so hard to get the Aphrodite spear, and I almost got the perfect roll that I want. I'm close. I got 3 out of 4 things I wanted. So
I didn't get enough. I didn't have enough time this weekend to be able to get a lot of it done. So, but this particular Iron Banner was the first time that I actually really committed to play some of it. So I feel pretty good about that. That's nice.
Well, this is the first time I've played it since beta.
Oh, really?
I played the Iron Banner in the beta, but since then, I was nervous to go into it. I was like,
oh yeah, I was too.
I thought it was gonna suck. I was like, because I have okay weapons. Well, not really now. Now I have a lot of exotics and a lot of good stuff. But before I was like, oh man, I don't want to go in there and just get destroyed just because they have better stuff. And I'm only a level 31, and everyone is level 32, and I just was like, eh.
That's all right. We'll be at 32 after tomorrow.
Yes, but I'm glad I played it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it was a lot of fun, and we had a great time, great time playing it and everything. So I'm looking forward to. I mean, the amount of fun that you, me, and Ghoul had playing in that we had playing in Iron Banner. I mean, we're gonna have so much fun doing trials.
Yes, and the other thing that's coming up, it's also 3v3, and the rumors going around, I'm guessing it's kind of like a mini raid. It's a co-op thing. It's not a multiplayer. It's a multiplayer event because there's 3 people, but it's not a Crucible event. The Prison of Elders, which they're announcing officially tomorrow. So I'll put some stuff about it up on the Facebook page, but from what I can tell, it looks like a mini raid, or more than a strike, but not quite raid level. And it's for 3 people to do. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to be like Horde mode, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be Horde mode or what. I'm not sure. They haven't really said. Nobody will say anything. I know people that have gone to Bungie and played it, but poor Mystery.
Yeah. Apparently we're having technical difficulties on the stream.
I don't know why. It can't be me. I've got 72 down, 11 up.
I honest to God have no clue. I
think it's that Twitch wants me to get their subscription.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. I really do. I think that's kind of the I think that's kind of what we need to fix that.
Yeah.
Oh no, Mystery says it is him.
Yeah, it might be him. It's that Canadian connection. So
yeah, well,
as you can hear, we're talking on the stream. We stream every Tuesday. If you didn't know, live stream the podcast. You get to see all the behind the scenes bullshit that goes on. Like right now, I don't know if this is gonna make it into the podcast. Maybe. I don't know, Mystery. I don't know. It's all that porn the Canadian government cut off.
Yeah, I know. You need to be careful with that. But yeah, the
Trials of Osiris, Reef, Prison of Elders, Queen's Wrath, new vendors, new reforging. You can reforge all the weapons from House of Wolves. It's going to be chaos once House of Wolves comes out. There's going to be so much to do, so much to grind for. Like, we're not going to have lives, Q. We're going to have to be playing Destiny nonstop to try and keep up.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of work on Tuesday to play House of Wolves.
Yeah, I thought about it, but since Trials isn't going to be up till Friday, I'm going to leave early on Friday.
You know what? I think I might end up doing that too. I think that's what we'll shoot for. We'll just
and then we'll play
check
Trials
out
all day Friday.
and then we'll play it all day Saturday and all day Sunday.
Yeah, unless how many times we're going to get to 9 wins. I hope there's something good.
Every time. What are you talking about?
I hope there's something good for our efforts that's worth doing it several times.
Oh, I would say it probably is. I would say that, they're going to have some really cool shit in there and I think what's going to be funny is there's going to be some shit in there that we're not going to know what it is because it's going to be brand new shit.
Yeah. The coolest thing that I'm excited for in House of Wolves, and I know you are and a lot of people are, is anything and everything can be exchanged for anything and everything. So if you need helium and you have Spirit Bloom, you can swap them. I'm pretty sure on that. I'm not positive on the helium and Spirit Bloom, but I know like shards for energy, vice versa, you can swap those. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you can swap the consumables, but
they're so cheap anyways. You can get them
right.
Almost free,
you're gonna be able to swap, shards, Ascendant shards, Ascendant energy. You're gonna, almost, for the most part, it's gonna be an even 1-for-1 swap. So that's gonna be really, really nice. And because there's shit that I'm still looking for and needing, and we'll probably need after House of Wolves drops.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited.
and once that, yeah. So I'm pushing really hard to hit.
But there's no new raid.
Oh, fuck that! I don't even want to hear that shit. Here it is that people talked about that the shit that came out with the Dark Below expansion that. They had all these problems with this, and there's problems with that, and that's not good enough, and this sucks. I can't believe this, that, whatever. And then here comes Bungie going, hey, we listened to what you said. We're going to hold back on the raid because it's not perfect yet. That's exactly what we want to have from the developer. We want them to say, hey, we're listening to what you're saying. We want to make this better for you, so we're going to hold off and make it better. They can do that. And I'm totally 100% for that. Hold back. Let's let's see, let them do their thing, let them get it right, and then release it, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. And then besides, we're gonna be playing too much fucking Trials of Osiris to get to any raids, anytime soon.
Yeah, we better.
So that's fine.
Get all our raiding out.
Yeah, I know.
Get it all done.
We've got 2 more weeks of raids, and then it's gonna be nonstop fucking. House of Wolves. So,
yeah.
And then we got trials. Oh, can't wait.
Damn it, what is that? I'm fucking around in the chat. I made a code and I can't remember what the fuck it was, but all right, so what are we at? 45 minutes. Okay.
45 minutes.
What haven't we talked about?
Let's see.
For new people like Real Mystery, who unofficially have the game.
Let's see here. We've got, we got to talk about raising up the weapons to the new House of Wolves standards.
Oh yeah, like all your gear, all your old gear, anything and everything, you can upgrade it to the new level is 365 for damage, and the new light level is 34. For your total level. I think the new light is like 40 or something.
38. I think it's 36, 38. Yeah, I think it's 38. Or 39. But anyway, what's going to be really cool is, all of your armor and stuff that you had that was, like, say, stuff that you got out of the Vault of Glass raid, or even some of the Vanguard gear, that's essentially useless if you want to be a high-ranking player for the next 2 weeks. When House of Wolves drops, you're going to be able to take that armor and upgrade it to the new high level, so you can take that really old armor that you had back when you were a 21 or a 25 that you said, hey, that armor was really cool looking, I like the way it looked, Well, guess what? Now you can take it and upgrade it, and it's now a max level piece of armor, and it looks really cool. So what that means is when you're playing as, say, like I play a warlock, okay, the only way to be a the only way to be a 32 right now is to, pretty much run the Crota raid
Yep.
and get all the gear out of that, and boom, now you're a 32. So all the fucking characters that are 32 of the same class, they all look alike except for the shaders. The only thing that might be different is they might be wearing one piece of exotic gear that's different. They might have a helmet or a gloves or something that's different, but everything else is the same as all of the other characters. So now what's going to happen is you can take that fucking armor that you had back when you were a 27 that you thought was really cool looking, upgrade it to the new levels, throw that
Yes.
shit on, and now you get to show off your new gear, the old gear, and be different. Like one of the things that I'm going to do just because it's fucking funny
Yeah.
is I'm going to throw on a new Monarchy helmet. I'm going to throw on that throw on that Dead Orbit chest piece.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw on those those Vanguard gauntlets and those Future War Cult boots, and rock an Iron Banner fucking icon and be like, what up? Like, and my God of War shader, because I love that shader.
What's that one
But,
look like? I don't know if I've even seen
that's-
it. That's
That's
one
the
you're
all
wearing?
red shader.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's the one
all
I
red?
wear.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the all red shader. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
See, I don't like colors. I like white and black. All my shaders are either all white or black or a combination of the two.
Yeah. Well, they see that's one of the things. That's the next thing I'm going for. Once I get the ship for 'em, from New Monarchy, I'm going to go over and go to Dead Orbit just so I could get that black white shader because it looks so good.
That's
and then
gonna be
I
my
also
thing now. I wish
Oh,
you
really?
never told me. I didn't even know about their shader.
yeah they have a black white shader, and I think they have an all black shader that looks really fucking
Ooh,
cool.
I want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I know.
Right now, I'm rocking Shatter White. I mean, because I have to, because I have like 5 of them. I think I dismantled like 3 of them just because I'm
Yeah.
tired of having it. And I keep getting exotics and like I keep getting shit I already have and nothing that I need.
Well, I went through I went through a thing last night where I was taking a lot of my old gear and just scrapping it because I needed the fucking shards and shit out of it. So I'm kind of gear poor right now. So I'm like, I don't really care now. I can really focus on the stuff that I want.
Yeah.
So
That's my thing right now. I'm just trying to get everything I need for trials. And then I'll start focusing on leveling. Once trials is here, I'm going to level all my stuff and then try to get the cool shit that makes you look cool and then level that. So like we're looking at a good couple months of grinding queue to get our perfect stuff.
oh yeah,
And then
see
in
what's
September
funny.
there's new shit. Ah, damn this game.
Yeah, and see what's really really funny is the armor that I want to use for trials is Vanguard gear. So I've got to go through and level up my Vanguard, or level up fucking Vanguard stuff so I can pick up the gear so I can get it leveled, and then when House of Wolves drops, I'll be able to level it to where I want it to be, because that's the armor that's going to do what I want it to do in
Yeah.
trials.
I wonder how fast
Even
you can
though-
do that because you have from Tuesday to Friday.
Well, let's see.
You got to get the etheric
One,
light
two,
to level
right.
stuff up.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 4 commendations, and you'd have to do that plus leveling it. You'd probably be able to level all 4 pieces fairly quickly. It's the time it takes to get the commendations to buy the armor. So you're looking at tons and tons of Vanguard strikes, and you're looking at 150 Vanguard marks per piece of armor. So that's 1, 2. There's 3. That's 600 marks, and you can only gain 100 a week. So you're looking at 6 weeks minimum.
You're busy.
Yeah. But then again, the thing of it is I won't necessarily need all of that armor. I'll just need like 1 or 2 pieces, probably either the boots or the gloves.
Yeah.
Just because I've already got my chest piece that I want to use, because it allows me to, it's going to allow me to spawn with an extra grenade, is its perk. So once you spawn with the extra grenade, and I have or spawn with a grenade, excuse me, you spawn with a grenade instead of having it build up. And then what you do is, one of the perks that the Sunsinger has is it lets him carry an extra grenade. So basically you spawn, You start a game of PvP, and you start with no grenade. You immediately run out and die. So when you respawn, you have your first grenade already charged, and then you run out again and die a second time, and you respawn with that second extra grenade. So now you're carrying 2 grenades, and you can do that in a matter of 10, 15 seconds, and now you've got 2 grenades, and you run out and just start chucking those things, and you just wreck house with it. So then after that point, what you do is you rely on that armor that's the Vanguard armor that allows you to build up your grenade fairly quickly. So it's kind of spamming the system. It's cheesing a little bit, but we are the cheese lords, so we don't care.
Yeah, that's what we're all about, the cheese lords. Me, I'm dumb. I've had the gear that I wanted in my vault just sitting, and I finally leveled it up this week while I was playing Iron Banner, but I've had it for I don't even know how long, because I got looking after last Wednesday when they announced trials, and I was like, I need this, I need that, I need a bunch of intellect, I need stuff that favors sniping, and Blade Dancer, and I had like all of it just sitting in my vault. I had a good sniper sitting in my vault. I'm just dumb, I guess. I didn't look carefully enough. So look carefully. Look through your shit. You might already have what you want.
Well, I definitely think that in the future, once we get a little bit of the trials under our belt, we definitely need to have like a tips strategy guide kind of episode where we can talk about tips, tactics, and loadouts and shit.
I'm planning to do some videos for it as well.
Cool.
So especially since there's only one map a week.
Yeah, it won't be hard.
If we can play it a bunch Friday, try to come out with a video. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Follow us on YouTube to see those videos. I think we've done enough to convince people to buy Destiny.
Oh, absolutely.
Just get it. Just go buy it. Buy the game.
Go play it. Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitch, like Real Mystery did.
Woot woot.
Ba-boop, ba-boo. And you can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Zune. I sometimes put it up on YouTube, but sometimes it won't let me.
You need to get back to that. I liked having that on the webpage.
I need to.
Or on the YouTube.
I'd like to upload the live stream with it instead of just having it just be an image, because I could do the images and the MP3s, but a lot of the time I have trouble uploading the live stream to YouTube. Either it wants me to do it in like 15-section clips, or like I don't know. It's just a whole thing. It's retarded.
Right.
So, but follow us there. Follow Real Mystery. He's a Real Mystery. He's a Canadian. He'll give you maple syrup if you ask nicely.
Hey.
Let's see. Stephen Hawking likes maple syrup. Sometimes they'll get caught in his wheels and they'll slow him up, and then one wheel will stick and he'll be stuck spinning. Help me. Help me. Help. The Canadians have struck again. Just spinning in a circle. Poor Steven. All right, what else? I think that's it, Q. I can't think of anything.
There's only one thing left to say. Clear your history.
Clear your history and play Destiny.
Play Destiny.
Join the Cheese Lords.
Yeah, look us up on the Bungie.net.
Yeah, Destiny group.
TNG Cheese Lords.
Cheese Lords. The next generation.
The next generation Cheese Lords. TNG.
I'm trying to get them to remove that, but they won't. But at least we've got Cheese Lords. I got them to change that. I don't remember what we used to be. I like
Scrub
Cheese Lords.
Lords.
Oh, yes. Fuck that. We're the Cheese Lords.
I like the Cheese Lords. I like that.
And speaking of the Cheese Lords, this is after chat. This is after the podcast. You guys need to upload some stuff so I can do some kind of Cheese Lords montage or something.
I've been slowly uploading videos, and just shit that came out of fucking trials. Some of the shit that I was doing wrecking people. I think I uploaded the last video. I think it was. I charged into a room and took out and got killed. Popped a radiant, stood up and got a triple kill out of it.
Yeah.
And just like laughed at people. So, yeah, I don't have the capability to capture that video and do anything with it.
Yeah, just put it up on upload though.
Yeah, I always put stuff up to the upload.
I don't know how we need to figure that out. I swear there's a way you can do it with your headset instead of trying to push the buttons on your controller and then push upload. Because you don't
Yeah.
have a Kinect, do you?
No,
Yeah.
I don't have any intention of getting one. I mean, the only thing I would get it for is for
For yelling at it to record your
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that would be it. I don't have any other reason for it. So, I mean, I've gotten pretty quick at double hitting and slamming X. So
There you
it's
go.
not
Is it X or
yeah.
Y? Y is screenshot, isn't it?
Y is a screenshot.
All right. So yeah, there you go. Double hit the thing, push X. I swear they said there was some way you could do it into your headset, but I don't know how.
Yeah, no
We'll
worries.
figure it out. Okay, bye.
So,
We're going to help Real Mystery play Destiny, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play Destiny. Woot woot.
All right. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, guys.
We've woken the hive.
Peggle.
We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. Woken the hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. Woken the hive. The hive. We've woken 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 the hive. We've woken. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. Woken the hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. Woken the hive. The hive. We've woken 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 the hive. We've woken. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. Woken the hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. Woken the hive. The hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive. We've woken the hive.